Sketchy. Any idea what it means?
Dear humanity, we regret being alien bastards. We regret coming to Earth. And we most definitely regret the Corps just blew up our raggedy-ass fleet. Hoorah!
Regret is a name, Sergeant. The name of one of the Covenant's religious leaders, a prophet. He's on that carrier, and he's calling for help.
Immediate. Grid Kilo 2-3 is hot. Recommend mission abort.
Roger, Recon. It's your call, Sarge.
We're going in. Get tactical, Marines!
Master Chief, get aboard that carrier. Secure the Prophet of Regret. This is the only place on Earth the Covenant decided to land. That Prophet is going to tell us why.
Stand by.
Whoa.
Wake up.
Shake it off, Marines! Clear the crash site. Go, go, go!
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Let's Play Halo, where we begin the second level of the game here on Earth. Much like the second level of the first game, with the Chief emerging from a crash, having been unconscious. The Covenant are on Earth. We managed to keep them off our space station, the Cairo, but one of the carriers managed to make it through onto the planet. We currently find ourselves in the city of New Mombasa, in Africa, somewhere. Oh, that was close. Checkpoint done, that's what I like to see. Because that means the game is saved. Whoa, hello. Who's shooting at me? Where are you? Oh, you're up there. I admire the boldness of your strategy there, sir. It wasn't very effective, though. Okay. Original graphics, just in case you were curious. I'm recording a bunch of these videos in the same session right now, admittedly, so if you said in the previous episode's comments, please don't switch the graphics, it's really annoying, I do apologize. But I like to see the difference between ye old Xbox graphics and the modern ones from time to time, just as a point of comparison. I still think it's wonderful that you can do that you can just switch whenever you like. I think it's fantastic. I wish more remasters of video games allowed you to do that, frankly. Because everyone's happy that way. That includes the cutscenes, by the way. If you enter a cutscene with the original graphics enabled, it gives you the original cutscene as well. So if you're an absolute purist, you are covered. I was hearing shooting, but I don't see anything. And jackals. I wish I could say I missed you guys, but I really didn't. Dudes with shields are definitely up there on my video game mechanic shit list. I am not a fan of dudes with shields. In any game. There, actually. Yup. Oh, not quite. still. Die, please. You'll notice as well, we can't carry a lot of bullet ammunition in this game compared to the first one. They really restrict you on the amount of ammunition you can carry with you. Forces you to switch weapons a lot more often. Where is it? There it is. There's a Phantom. These guys are really annoying. Can't blow them up, unfortunately. You can shoot the guns off them, though. And I'm nearly dead. Good grief. I think someone just threw a grenade at me and I didn't even move. Tempted to take Johnson's sniper rifle off him. We can swap weapons with the Marines if we want to. But right now I'm fine. Now, in the third game, you can rip these guns off their emplacements and carry them around with you, which makes them a little bit more interesting, but they can sometimes be a bit awkward to use in the first one. The first one? In Halo 2. The second one.
My girl's a little big for that courtyard, Sergeant. I see a good LZ on the other side of these buildings. Meet you there. Over. Copy that. Someone get a satchel on the gate.
We're not going to need a satchel for this gate, as you can see. It's a pair of hunters, everybody.
Hunters.
Stand back, Marine. Let the chief show you how it's done.
The chief will try and show you how it's done, preferably without getting himself killed in a very embarrassing way. Oh, never mind. I think Johnson just killed one straight up with his sniper rifle, the cheeky bugger. Same as the first game, get behind them and shoot the orange bits.
Second squad, this is Cortana. What is your status? Over.
We're operational, ma'am. Barely. Our pilots didn't make it.
Find a hole, stay put. We'll come to you.
He did, didn't he? He one-shotted it with his sniper rifle. The cheeky little... Yeah, that right over there, that's a Jackal without a shield and instead armed with a sniper rifle. In normal difficulty, they're no big deal. In heroic and particularly legendary, on the other hand...
On that bird.
Ma'am?
My Pelicans are going to start airlifting armor and reinforcements into the city. They'll need an escort that isn't afraid of a little hostile ground fire.
Oh, I'll be having your... Thank you. Before you go, Sergeant. Toodles.
I'll keep an eye on him. Chief, good luck.
It's the pedal on the right, okay?
No, what was I saying? On heroic and legendary, the Jackal sniper rifles are super deadly laser computer accurate, and they will kill you in one shot. They're horrific. In fact, we can pick one up if we wanted to right now, but I've got the Sergeant's altogether superior sniper rifle here instead. However, if I can remember where they are, I'd like to kill them anyway. There we go. That's for all the times I died on legendary about 10 years ago, you bastards. She was longer than 10 years ago, wasn't it, really?
Got him on the run now, man.
There is something delicious about Jackals with sniper rifles, though, because there's a famous film called Day of the Jackal, which is about an assassin with a sniper rifle who tries to kill Charles de Gaulle. So I appreciate the reference, even if I don't appreciate being one-shotted by them.
On my way.
It's another one just shot me there and took out my shields. Oh, I thought I could no-scope him then. Now, if memory serves, there should be... Yep, I just saw him. Right there. Oh dear. Right, we'll have a beam rifle then, because there's nothing else available right now. Oh dear. The beam rifle is what the Jackals use. It's the Covenant version of a sniper rifle. It's alright. I prefer the actual sniper though. Damn, I'm out of ammo. Alright then, fine. I guess I will have that beam rifle. Where is it? Where did I leave it? Here we go.
Chief, glad you could make it. Crash site's on the other side of this hotel, Chief. Covenant are crawling all over it. Follow me.
I'll have this, thank you. Yep, as I've already demonstrated, actually, you still have the flashlight in this game, just like the first.
Stay out of sight.
Although, of course, the flashlight effect is a bit more impressive with the new graphics. Right. These things, don't know what these are, but I do know that they explode when you shoot them. That's what's important. I shall demonstrate. Interesting. The beams from the beam rifle are not displaying. They're invisible. Bit of a glitch there, I think. That's better. Oh my god, I'm about to be killed by a grunt! Right. Let's swap this for something, shall we? That'll do. That was a ghost. You'll recognise that from the first game. The little hoverbike things the Covenant have. There comes another two of them. Hello! Let's get in this warthog. And yes, Halo's famous vehicle combat does make a return.
Directly below the carrier. I don't think they want you to get on board. That bridge is the most direct route to the city center.
I don't blame the Covenant for not wanting us to get on board their carrier, because they probably remember what happened when we got on board one of their carriers in the first game.
Oh man, I love the beach.
Also,
I
yeah.
hope you packed a suit, mate.
Cut the chatter. We got trouble.
Very, very scenic view. Looks a bit different in the first game. I mean, the original game. I'm going to keep saying that a lot. And also, yeah, if you're getting some deja vu from the first game, driving along a beach with waves and in a warthog.
Down there, enemy!
Thought that I was good behind the wheel.
Now, a big change from the first game to the second one is that, oh boy,
Right, Tijuana!
the Marines can drive for us if we want to. They don't drive very well, but we can get on the gun and have the Marines drive us around instead, if we really want to. Which will be demonstrated a bit later on, actually. But for now, I'm happy to drive. Oh yeah, we also get a horn in this game. Come on, guys. There we go. Also, the vehicle itself can be blown up in this game. In the first one, not the case. Now, we could just drive past all of this lot and proceed with the level, but where's the fun in that? Did I get him? I got him. There's a lot more capital P physics in this game than the first one, too. This game was made in the post-Half-Life 2 era, so physics galore. Now, I could, if I wanted to, get out of this Warthog and hijack one of these ghosts. You can hijack vehicles in this game by jumping on them at the right moment and then punching the driver off. Bit more relevant in multiplayer, that, but still, it's a thing you can do. I'm going to stay in the Warthog for now, though, because there will be plenty of opportunities to fly the ghost later on.
The carrier just launched a wave of pods. They're inbound on your position.
The overall handling of the Warthog is a bit tighter than in the original game too. It doesn't slide around like a mad thing quite as much as it used to. It's still a Warthog though at the end of the day. And you can power slide with it now by holding down the left trigger. Oh, nearly had him.
Enemy located! Regroup, fellas!
Well, I missed a ghost.
This tunnel links up to the bridge. It's full of rats, if you know what I mean. But it beats swimming.
Apologise for Cortana being drowned out a little bit by all the gunfire. There doesn't seem, after a quick glance, to be an option to turn on subtitles for general gameplay. They only appear in the cutscenes, and they're slightly out of sync in the cutscenes as well for some reason. I don't really know why, but they are.
I've been analyzing the Covenant tactical chatter. They're surprised, confused. I don't think they expected us to be here. Not all of us. On Earth.
I drove into one of those explosive things.
Tactical chatter. They're surprised, confused. I don't think they expected us to be here. Not you and me. All of us. Humanity on Earth. Odd, I know, but it does help explain why they came here with such a small fleet.
God, I nearly did it again. Blasted developers put that there knowing that driving through all those jackals would be too tempting a prospect to ignore. Okay, yeah, the old Warthog's in a bit of a state now, admittedly. Oops. Sorry, dude. It's gonna have to do for now, though, because I think we blew up the other ghost that was here, so... Let's go. I mean, it's ever so slightly on fire, but that's okay. It's still good. It's still good. Oh, there's a ghost.
Got that turret.
If you don't mind, gentlemen, I shall be having this. Here we go, the ghost! As featured in the first game. In this game, though, main difference being you can boost. Like so, with it. Agility is reduced by a huge amount when you're boosting, but you do go significantly faster, so it's all good. Although, it's worth noting that the ghost is a little on the fragile side. It can't take an awful lot of hits before it blows up in your face, so let's swap out for a new one when we can. And that is the big nasty scarab that shot us down at the beginning of the level. We'll be seeing more of him later. You guys are figuring out life in general right now, aren't you? Pro tip, lads, you need to go around this way. Anyway. Shoot the explodey things. Now this is a weird sort of transporting vehicle thing that the Covenant have. You can't actually drive this though. Not allowed, sadly. Oh, look at that, look at that. Just want to point this out. That's how you know we're in the future, everybody. There's hexagons on everything. And here's a few of those transporty things. Speak of the devil, eh? We can blow these up by shooting them. However,
Don't let them.
an easier way to deal with them is to go around the side and shoot the driver. If you don't get stuck, that is. There we go. Let's salvage this ghost it was carrying, because mine's in a bit of a state. Last one. And job's a good one. We'll have this. And skedaddle. Now, an accusation that could be made at Halo 2 is that the levels are a lot more linear and less open than the first game. This being a pretty obvious example, because instead of driving around an island like in the first game, we're driving in a tunnel. The linearity of it is pretty on the nose. I do enjoy playing bumper cars with ghosts. Phew. Well, this thing is in a bit of a state, but it'll have to do.
It blew right through us. 50 cal, rockets, didn't do a thing.
Where's the rest of your platoon?
Wasted, Sarge.
And we will be too, sir, if we don't get the hell out of here.
You hit Marine?
No, sir.
Then listen up. The chief is gonna jump in this tank, roll across the bridge, and blow up any inhuman son of a bitch dumb enough to get between him and the prophet of regret. Pull yourself together, because you're going with him.
What about that scarab?
We've all run the simulations. They're tough, but they ain't invincible. Stay with the Master Chief. He'll know what to do.
Yes, sir, Sergeant.
Thanks for the tank. He never gets me anything.
Oh, I know what the ladies like.
Alright. Tank time, everybody. Now, some of you will recall the tough time I had with the tank in the first game, particularly with the SPV3 mod. I'm happy to say the tank is way better in this game. Hop on, everybody. So, again, bit linear. We're driving straight across a bridge, and then if I recall back into another tunnel again, but it'll have to do. That's what it looks like in the original game, by the way. Just in case you were curious. Hello, Mr. Ghost. Goodbye, Mr. Ghost. Oh yeah, you gotta watch out for that. The ghosts, when they're destroyed, sometimes they have a little secondary explosion.
Enemy ghost!
Here we go now.
The tank cannon fires a lot quicker. Now, the annoying thing about the ghosts is you can fire a shot and it'll sort of impact under them and it won't blow them up, but it will send them flying. Oh, and that's a Wraith tank. Need to keep moving so that doesn't hit us.
Push him back!
Heads up! All right, now we're good.
Hello, Mr. Wraith. Let's go ahead and blow you up. Now, that bit of dialogue back there in the cutscene with Johnson was one of the bits of dialogue I mentioned earlier on about how they it changes depending on what difficulty level you're playing. If you play it on Legendary, he goes on this bizarre and hilarious rant about how when he joined the Marine Corps, all they had was 2 sticks and a rock, and they had to share the rock, and so on and so forth. It's delightfully absurd. But it only plays if you're on Legendary difficulty. Whoa. Sneaky little... It's a Banshee. They've returned from the first game. Now you'll notice the rockets from his rocket launcher are homing in on the target. That's not an AI cheat. The missile launcher actually locks on with its missiles in this game, unlike the first. Have I ever mentioned how awesome the soundtrack in this game is?
Quite a welcome party.
Oh, you little... Look at it spin. I didn't have to bother, the Marines got him. Ooh, that hurt. Rest in peace, Marines. Like I said, great soundtrack. They've rejigged it a bit from the original soundtrack as it appeared in the release version of the game, but it's mostly a bit of an improvement, actually. I like the original soundtrack too, but it's got a bit more oomph in the Anniversary Edition. Although, as I said, you can switch back and hear the original if you play with the original graphics like this. So now, oh. Apologies, folks, this is going to happen from time to time. Everything will just stop moving briefly because the cable on my controller is a bit rubbish and sometimes it becomes disconnected. So bear with me when that happens. Luckily we weren't in combat that time. Now then. You're not... Get out of the way, Marine. You're not technically... You're supposed to get out of the tank at this point and proceed on foot. However... It is entirely possible to get the tank through this gap and carry on with it, as you can see. Which obviously makes this next bit a lot easier. You were so annoying on Legendary difficulty, Mr. Jackal. Now who has the power? Actually, if I'm not careful, I'm going to blow myself up. Oh, I just noticed there's a dude riding on the side there. Right, now, I could drive the tank over this bit here if I really wanted to, but there's no point because it won't fit through the tunnel on the other side. So now we get out. And ordinarily, when you get out of the tank earlier, a Marine hands you a shotgun and tells you there's close quarters on the other side. Here, take this. However, I think she might be dead, because I think I might have blown her up by accident, so, or run her over, so we'll just proceed, regardless. Hello, you little... You didn't see me, did you? Splat. There's the Scarab again. We're going to be giving chase to him in a minute. Come on. Hold still. There we go. He's still not dead. I saw you over there. I saw you. Where are you? Right, I'm out of ammo. Let's wait for that warthog to come back round. Where is he? I can hear the Scarab, but I don't see it anywhere. There he is. Yeah, it's a Marine driving it, so it's a bit all over the place. Hello, sir. I'd like to drive in the back, ride in the back, if that's okay. Yeah, that was the plan. Now this is a new vehicle type in Halo 2, the Gauss Warthog. It has this meaty cannon on the back of it instead of a minigun. I'm a big fan. This is another one of the cases where they they changed the... Where are you? They changed the sound this gun makes in the Anniversary Edition quite dramatically. I'm not really sure why. This is what it sounds like in the original. See, it's quite different, isn't it? But whatever.
Lock him up, boys. It's time for some cold cuts.
Oh boy, what are you doing, dude? Oh dear. Yeah, this is the downside to the Marines driving the vehicle for you. This tends to happen. Alright, you know what, lads? Oh, hello. Right, did any of the ghosts survive? No, that's only half a ghost. What about this one? No, that's only half a ghost as well. Because I could really use one right about now. Oh, that one looks slightly in. No, never mind, that's also in half. Bother. I guess I'll just drive this by me lonesome then. Ah! More Marines. Please shoot someone out of one of these ghosts so I can nick it. Right. Like so. Thank you very much.
There are a number of Marines trapped in that building, Chief. Concentrate on the raids. They're the biggest threat.
What are you doing? Marine drivers, man.
Sharp.
You'd be better off with a monkey in the driving seat. There we go.
There's a Marine command post in that building. We'll need to help them deal with that scarab.
Whee! Whoa.
Sir, Corporal Perez, A Company. CP's this way. The lieutenant got hit as soon as we dropped in.
Who's in charge now, Corporal?
Sergeant Banks, ma'am. He's up top.
And look who's here.
Reinforcements? I didn't think they'd send a Spartan. We got trouble.
See this look? It's terror!
Marine, did I give you permission to bitch?
I don't think it's stopping. Just our heads down.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think you're going to make much impact with that, mate. Now, interesting thing to note here. Before the game was released, there was a whole bunch of footage of a level in New Mombasa released and previewed at E3 and stuff like that. And this level never made it into the final game. You will not find it in here. However, bits of it were recycled into the game, and one of them was that bit there on the balcony where the guy says, I didn't think they'd send a Spartan.
You know what? You're a sandwich short of a picnic, sweetheart.
Who are you talking to? I know I'm talking to myself, but it doesn't mean I'm mad. Right. Oh, it's already past us. Okay. This is not ideal, but whatever. Here we go. Whoa, grenade. This bit here, as we jump onto the back of the Scarab to take it out, is actually quite hard. I've died here quite a few times, even on normal. And that was when I had a rocket launcher. Yeah. Today's no exception, apparently. Let's try that again, shall we?
Come on, mate. I'm just a human.
Oh, bridge in the way. Whoa, oh, 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 nearly fell off the side. Oh. Try this again, and this time try not to get blown up by a grenade. Coming up here? Yes, no, maybe? Hello. And thus Dave reached for a grenade, but found he had none. This Silver Elite is a bit of a badass, actually. He's got more health and shields than your average one. Phew! Only one death.
Can't go any further this way. We have trapped.
Yeah, you were slightly stuck in the wall there, mate.
Extract the chief and return to an amberclad.
Roger that. Status?
Sir, the Prophet is bugging out. Request permission to engage.
Negative, Commander. All Vector 2 heavies for Starside intercept.
Bam! Slip space rupture off the target's bow. It's going to jump inside the city.
There's no time, sir.
Green light. Green light to engage.
Punch it. Get us close.
Ma'am, without a destination solution...
We are not losing that ship.